What's going on? It's Alexander here with the start of the park. A game I actually don't remember buying, but it was in my library, so I was like, sure.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
But I legitimately had this in my library for like only 6 years. Must have been something I seen on a sale one day and bought it.
Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Whoa. Okay. that Okay, that's a little better.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees, prepare the park for shutdown.
I gotta know something. Woo! Okay.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Atlantic Island Park, true to the untamed part of Solomon Island. People use their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. As the park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all of those who follow after. Did here this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley.
What?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Callum, where are you going?
Come on, this way!
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Over here!
Atlantic Park. You should probably read that. Visit Solomon Island. I fell deeply in love with its natural beauty. It's a scenic place. I created many of his memories here. A place that captures the essence of Solomon Island. A place where families bring their children to create memories of their own. Explorers Park that we have created from a Ferris wheel to travels to the local lighthouse. The best views of the area. To the sideshow alley where we may have fascinating games. We have many fascinating games from the local area to explore. Join the Tiny Little Mirror page. Those are little ones. Try the Tunnel of Tales. That's just the brochure. Oh, we have a whole body.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention, employees. The park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Uh-oh. Well, that sure changed. That was a quick transition.
Stop! Callum! Oh, God. The park. What happened here? Come back.
You can't catch me.
Callum!
Back here, you.
Wait for Mommy! Stop, Callum!
I definitely think this is the time for a grounding. Running off like that.
Wait for Mommy!
This way.
I think this belongs to Callum. Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit. Stop! Callum!
This way, Mommy.
What's this?
Purchased the land on Solomon Island for a pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just to mention his name, had people slamming doors and locking shutters. Advanced player litter.
Stop, Callum!
Catch me, Mommy.
Callum?
Over here.
Callum, stay where you are!
Come on, Mommy.
There lived a poor woodcutter,
Yep.
his wife and his 2 children. A boy
There we go.
named Hansel, and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup.
Where is the kid? I legitimately don't see him anymore.
Callum, where are you? Hello? Callum, where did you go? Callum, where did you go?
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave,
Well, that thing's gonna jump
Mother
us.
gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day.
Hi.
Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their
Can you
parents'
fuck off?
house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. "Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days. The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. "Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you." But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. "Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you." The old woman offered
I'm waiting for the
them
jump
2
scare.
enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. "You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside," the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed. Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut.
I see that red.
"Your brother will make a good mouthful," the old witch told Gretel. "Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him." Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. "Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven." But Gretel pretended not to understand. "I do not know how. Where is the opening?" "Fool!" the old witch said. "The opening is here!" And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And
No.
then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
This is the original story, ain't it? I think it was the I think most of those like stories originally come from Germany. That's the original one, isn't it? Oh, don't look at me. I... That's all right. Look away. But I only ever heard the like telling, like the song of it, so the full thing.
Hello? Callum?
This way, Mommy.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws. Callum, stay where you are!
And we don't even really know where he's at.
Callum! Another accident. This place.
Maybe the constant interruption to work. Isn't that... Weren't we here for a bear?
Stay where you are!
This way.
Stay where you are!
Alrighty.
Wait, Callum! This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
You know, we're statement we were in the void, fellow in the chipmunk suits making an ice carving while people took photographs. Go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits, but give me the creeps, silly I know. Oh man, he was carving and picking away at the eyes, and at first we thought he was making some animal like a tiger or a lion. Where eyes fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of the block. When we looked at it, the more you saw it, there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat. Like you were prey, and that thing was Ice and Hunter. Teenagers walked out, and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For the few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground. Stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying. People were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids. We were dragging them away. We could, and the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture. The purple creature looked more or less alive. and they were still allowed to continue operation. But all right, I'm in this here. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.